yesterday, Mr. President came into our homes and spoke to us. We're going to see what happens. Which of the dailies are, carrying which stories?
He forgot to add that he said he will be coming now more often.
Oh yeah, no, I mean,
yeah.
So I think that what typically has happened in his administration is that when there have been challenges, he's frequently showed up to give us updates, and it looks like COVID was one of those. This one, in the terms of finance and economics and everything else, is another one of those. So yesterday was the first of many to come, So I don't know how frequently this is going to be, but he says he'll give us regular updates. So we're looking forward to it.
Anyway.
All we can say is l'argent n'aime pas les bruits.
To wit?
To wit, sika mpere off.
Thank you. Did you quote that? If I quote,
I've made my own.
You're paraphrasing the whole thing, right?
It's called plagiarizing.
So he said, "Sika mpe dede." No, me, I'm quoting. Quote, "Sika mpe dede," unquote. That's what he said. So if you are quoting, "Sika mpere off," there, it's a guy.
It's a guy in the office.
He's a human being here in this office. His nickname is Sika mpere off. But the president said that Sika mpe dede. So I mean, don't be too negative, be a bit, and in that score, I agree, because you attract what you profess.
Whatever you speak,
exactly, it comes into being.
You get more of it.
Yeah.
And I think that if we understand this as Ghanaians, it will help us a lot, because I think a lot of people like to speak their reality, and even sometimes not even their reality, their fears.
Exactly.
So it's not yet happened, but you're already
anticipating
it's going to happen to you, right?
And it brings fear and panic.
It's not a good thing.
Anyway, we will get there and delve deeper into what the president said yesterday. But for now, let's just take a look at what the papers are saying. Also go online and check what is making news in our country today. Now, start off with the Daily Graphic. On the front page, restoring confidence in economy, turn crisis into opportunities. President rallies citizens, government to increase domestic revenue, imports to favor essential goods. Also on the front page, Ghana assumes UN Security Council presidency tomorrow. DBGGCGL collaborate to revive agriculture. So you can find these and many more in the Daily Graphic today.
All right. I have the Ghanaian Times here as my first paper, and on the front page it says, government injects fresh dollars into economy as the president. 9 new rice varieties introduced. I'm going to talk a little bit about that. 461 doctors and dentists inducted. And we will restore order in Forex market, BOG vows. 13 grabbed over Galamsey in Doma East. Now, the story about the 9 new rice varieties being introduced, I think there are many things that concern me about our attitude and our approach towards local consumption of local production. You see, rice is a small part of the entire conversation, but it's a very important part because the majority of Ghanaians eat rice.
Yeah.
And at least in a week, you will eat rice at a point. Whether it's Sunday or Moto, whether it's Wachi at a point, somewhere there, jollof rice at an event, or, it's
fried
like
rice on a date.
Whichever way it is, you will eat rice at a point.
For breakfast.
Juicy. So rice is very, very much a staple of our meals.
Absolutely.
We like to look at the corn side. That is a staple. But we don't realize that rice is as much a staple to our Ghanaian existence as corn.
Yeah.
Now, I found out, and I'm sure you know this, that a few months ago, during the time when we were really talking about the different, rice campaigns and all of that, that the perfumed rice is actually not, it's not like somebody has sprayed perfume into the rice.
Course.
It's a variety of rice, right?
Yeah.
So if you realize that Ghanaians have a taste for the finer things, right, there's nothing wrong with that. We can grow it here.
Look, David,
what are we
for
doing?
me, that's the issue. We are not doing much.
What are we doing?
We are not doing much. I mean, what let's just go through the papers. I'm sure we will find time to go deeper into what the president said, and all these imports and exports kind of stuff that we are talking about. Anyway, so let's go to the finder. Now on the front page, imports regime set to be reviewed to create market for locally produced goods. This is according to the president. Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid is public sector CEO of the year. Now, free SHS, government releases 198.1 million Ghana cedis to schools. 12 billion cedis paid and rising for costly Mahama Power contracts.
Okay. Well, the Chronicle has these headlines. Don't dare staging a coup. We shall resist it, Citizens Coalition tells the military. Okay. Well, I don't know if... Let me just see if I can tease the story out a little bit. I mean, I don't know why anybody's saying this, but the Coalition for Democratic Accountability and Inclusive Governance, Citizens Coalition in brackets here, has reiterated the calls by the President, by President Kufuor and former President John Dramani Mahama to the military to respect the Constitution and not to take advantage of the current economic crisis to seize power. According to the coalition members, who are astute academicians and policy analysts, although they want something drastic to be done about Ghana's dire situation. Chronicle says dying situation. The military should not stage a coup d'etat, as that action will be vehemently rejected by the people. Okay, and it goes on to go into the details as to the people who were involved in the whole, commentary on that. Yeah, but I think that where we find ourselves as a country, I mean, we've gone so far, in terms of our development away from the 70s and early 80s.
But why are we raising this concern?
That's what I'm wondering about.
Have we picked any intelligence whatsoever to suggest that this is what is happening?
I don't know.
I don't think we need to be really speaking to stuff like that, because that's not a solution. We are dialoguing. Exactly. At least it's not like the president and his people are sitting somewhere.
No.
Now they've come back to us.
Yes.
Whether we agree with them or not is another conversation.
Yes.
But he is here to let us know what is going on, what he intends to do about it. And I think this is open for discussion. Yeah. So I don't think we need to go this way. Anyway, let's look at the new crusading guide. Ghana's economy requires root and stem reforms. Occupy Ghana suggests Maslow disburses loans to market fire victims, market women in Western region. Multimedia apologizes to Duka Oche Dako Mensa. Finance Ministry reacts. IMF negotiations claims. Okay.
Republic Press. These are the headlines. Ghana is in crisis, Nanado admits. Anti-LGBT bill will be passed before 2024 elections. This is coming from the Speaker of Parliament. Police arrest 29 suspects for violent clashes at Ashaiman. You destroyed young women with your feminism campaign. Kwesi Kwarteng tells Gifty Auntie. Nat wants GES boss out. I have not tendered my resignation, Charles Eduboahen is speaking. All right. So those are those.
This was flying on social media over the weekend that he's tendered in his resignation and the president is refusing to accept it. So he says he has not resigned.
Yeah.
Well, so he's clarified things for you. Let's go to the Business and Financial Times. Now, restoring economy stability is top priority. This is the president speaking, outlines measures to rein in cost of living, assures financial markets no haircuts, IMF negotiations advanced and going well. You can find the details of the story on the back page. Second Deputy Governor renews support for women-inclined business, comes with a photograph of the beautiful Elsie Ado Awaji. Now, Bank of Ghana rolling out measures to stabilize Citi. This is the Governor Addison speaking. Collectively, we can restore stability. This is Mr. Kwame Pienim speaking.
All right, we go to some online stories, and CitiNewsroom.com. We have these headlines here. Sachet water prices to go up today. All right. Let me quickly just take you into that story there. And then we continue. The Ghanaians will be paying more for sachet and bottled water from today, Monday, the 31st of October. This follows a recommendation from the National Association of Sachet and Packaged Water Producers for prices of sachet water to go up by 60 pesos. It also suggested that 500 milliliter bottled water should be retailed at 2 Ghana cedis 50 pesos, and 750 ml bottled water or medium size will be retailed at 3 cedis 50 pesos, while the 1.5 liter bottled water will go for 5 Ghana cedis. The association cited rising fuel prices and other input costs as the reasons for the increase. All right, so you can get more from that story there on citinewsroom.com. But that's a very serious one.
Well, I mean, everything is serious at this point.
Yeah.
So it will affect water, and this we know.
Yeah.
Right. So let's take some other headlines also on the Citi newsroom. Government working to fix unprecedented fuel hikes regime. This is the president speaking. Nana Addo begs traders not to profiteer as the economy faces difficulties. Now, that I have an issue with.
Yeah.
Look, where we are is not appealing to people's conscience. Where we are means drastic measures should be in place. Yeah. Look, Ghanaians are not the kind of people that you talk to them, you plead with them, and they listen.
And yet
let them be strict.
We constantly do it.
You get it. Look, people are building on waterways. People are throwing rubbish around. People are taking advantage of the situation. And we are pleading to people's conscience. I
don't understand
Mr. President, you and I know that this will not get anywhere. Let us know if you do this, this is what will happen. And let's live by that, because, I mean, pleading with people at this juncture, I don't think that this is what we need at this particular time. No, let there be drastic measures because people just can't take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Look, pleading with people is just like advising people. It's not by force. I decide to take it or leave it.
Whether I like it
but people should know that you cannot do that. And so there should be some kind of, punitive measures. At this point, we can't be doing A1, B1 and be pleading with people, appealing to their conscience. Really,
people?
You are selling stuff to me at exorbitant prices, and I'm begging you not to do that, and I'm at your mercy. No.
Anyway, there won't be haircuts on your investments. Nana Akufo-Addo is assuring us. NAT gives government November 4th as a deadline to sack new GES boss. I don't know what this thing is about. I mean,
they had issues with the sacking of
their former boss.
And a new one has come. People had issues that he hasn't got the needed experience, for the job. Yeah, but don't forget that even the education minister came exactly.
And his CV was put out there as in the experience he has. He's been negotiating on different. I hear the conversation about the teachers' allowances and all those things. He's been part of all of those things. And now he was good to do those ones.
At this point, we have bread and butter matters to talk about too. Sachet water is 60 cedis, so maybe I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, I think we should go and do some
How do you say I'm
sports.
tired in French?
I'll come back to you on that.
Please do. All right, this is Breakfast Daily. We'll be back shortly with sports.